custody situations. In Tennessee, there are specific requirements that an enlisted parent must follow and arrangements they're entitled to. Family lawyer Justin Thomas joins us today to talk about the challenges specific to members of the military. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, a lot of people don't really think about this when they're either thinking about entering the military or having a divorce or something like that. So how common is this issue, though?
Well, it's very common. And first of all, as we segue from Memorial Day, we want to say thank you to all those that serve. And this brings about complications when they are in the military and what they're going to do with their children while they are gone, if they aren't taking them with them.
So what visitation rights does a non-custodial parent who's in the military have with their children in Tennessee?
Well, there's a specific statute on the issue, and for example, if a military parent has custody or visitation rights with their children, they are not taken away just because they may be on deployment. Other issues that come up are obviously a military parent being moved from one base to another, which is quite common, and that brings up relocation issues. But the main thing to remember is just because you're in the military and have to go on deployment or something like that, you're not going to lose custody or visitation rights.
Okay, that's very important. And can they move them with them to a base if they are transferred?
They can. If they go through a specific relocation procedure in Tennessee, you have to give specific notice and give reasons why you're moving. And the other parent would have the ability to challenge that move. But obviously in a military situation, that's going to be a pretty reasonable reason to move.
And what about if they already have an existing parenting plan in motion and then a parent does decide to sign up for the military after that plan's in place, what happens to that?
Well, that's what the statute addresses, is just because a parent is in the military and is deployed, that does not change their ability to have custody. Now, in certain circumstances, if a parent, for example, signed up voluntarily for several different deployments to Iraq and they went several years in a row or several times in a row, then that could bring about a custody change. But typically when you just have a parent going for a short period of time, they can be left with the other parent or some arrangement can be worked out.
Is it more complicated with a military divorce situation than a non-military one?
It can be, because there's a lot of moving, but frankly it's pretty common for parents to move. A lot of times they get remarried and maybe a new spouse gets a job, but military families move quite a bit, so that does create some complexity.
Anything else people need to know about this?
Again, I think you come back to getting a family law attorney involved if you are not sure about a certain situation, particularly with the relocation in Tennessee when the notice is required. You have to go through certain steps. Okay.
And if anybody has any more questions, let them know how they can get in touch with you.
You can see our website at thomasfamilylaw.net or give us a call at 537-0010.
Okay, perfect. All the information on the screen there. Thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it. Lots of valuable information.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.